Hi guys! So at the beginning of this video, I just wanted to give you guys a quick apology. This was supposed to go out on Monday, but it did not. It's going out today because yesterday I was working and I was running all over town trying to get a couple of photo shoots completed for one of my projects. Basically jumped right back into work the second I got home and didn't have a chance to actually edit this together for you. So here it is. I hope you enjoy it. This is the look of episode 160 and also some of the stuff that happened over this weekend. Welcome to episode 160 of Level Grinding. I'm Rachel Bogan. I'm an entrepreneur, a video editor, and an author here in Denver, and I document what I do every single day during the week to build my business because I want to show you what it looks like to do all that hard work, to do all that hustle, and to go after the things that you want. So today is Friday. I am in the middle of a couple of things. I'm still trying to nail down photography for one of my video projects that's going on. I also need to finish listening to my audiobook for my video editing book, and new complication. Robo and I are going to try and go camping this weekend, and so that means I get the fun job of packing the car. So before I get started with my day, I'm going to eat some breakfast, and I'm going to score my day so far. I've been catching this up with everything that I did yesterday. I kind of forgot to mark this up. So today I've done that. I've done my walk. Let's see. And what else is going on so far? Okay. And I'm about to take my medicine. I try to do my weekly, daily scoring the day of. That way I don't forget anything. And so, for example, in my lag indicators, this is more just here as a reminder, like, did I take my medicine? I try to record this on the day, so like I'm about to take my medicine. It is sitting, right here. That is going to get taken. I try to record it on the day of because if I miss one, if I miss a whole day, I got to start all the way back over with my dosing, which is really annoying. But this is something that's really important for me to mark every day. I also like to mark everything else every day because if I don't, then I'm not going to get the feedback in my system. I'm going to forget what I did. And trust me, the human brain is extremely good at rationalizing what it think it did rather than what it actually did. So this is a critical part of my day. I'm glad I got this done. Now I'm going to move on to breakfast, and I'm going to pull up my computer so I can start listening to my audiobook. The hustle, the hustle, the hustle, the hustle. So I just got off the phone leaving a voicemail for the guy from Oracle who called me yesterday looking for a cost estimate and availability on May 14th to be able to shoot a short video. So I just got all those details together and gave him a call, just left a message. So we'll see what he says to my cost estimate. We will go from there. So yeah, it's really interesting. I started a blog post over breakfast, just jotting down a couple of notes and kind of inquiring about the question, what does the hustle actually look like? For me, I document my day. I share with you guys what I'm doing, but sometimes I often have wondered in the past, like, is this the hustle? I think about it and I think of it as the hustle, but I've realized in some ways, some of the things that I have defined as the hustle don't really necessarily matter. Like, meeting new contacts is the hustle. Maintaining relationships is the hustle. Going out and searching for new job opportunities is the hustle. Taking advantage of opportunities when they come your way is the hustle. But so also is growing into a new capacity and into a new set of responsibilities. I'm in the middle of this production for Denver Rescue Mission. I just said yes to another production in the middle of that production. Part of my brain says, that's absolutely insane. I should not do that. And I'm going, no, I should do that because this is me growing into another area. And I'm going to, again, leverage the power of my network to make this happen. So I get to make some money while they get to make some money. It's not me just hoarding it all for myself. This is the hustle. This is what it looks like. It means being willing to say yes. And it means being willing to take advantage of opportunities and to kind of make them happen. Like not only for yourself, but for other people. This is how you move things forward. But if your version of the hustle is just sitting at home and never taking advantage of the opportunities that come your way because of the people that you're contacting, because of the situations that you're going out in, or if you're not doing those things at all, that's not hustle. Like you can have a laptop on your table with a planner next to it and snap a picture of it and hashtag it hustle when you are posting it on Instagram. But if you don't have any of the action behind it, any of the forward momentum that eventually leads to some sort of progress, and trust me, you can usually see progress at some point in the future, then that's not hustle. Just having a picture on your Instagram, having a computer on your lap while you are soaking in beach rays is not the hustle. It's only the hustle if you have the action behind it. I have this saying that you've got to be an in the middle of the world. The world loves people who are and what is suffix? Prefixes before the word, suffixes after. ER indicates a result from something. So a doer is somebody that does. A producer is someone that produces. An actor doesn't really quite, but acting, and somebody who is an actor, it means that they're providing a performance. If you are a baker, you are someone who produces baked goods. The is the indicator that you are actionable and that you are taking actions. Entrepreneur has an on the end of it because you are doing the work of entrepreneurship. And someone who hustles, a hustler, in the old day that used to be a really bad word. It meant that you were actually being a real charlatan and a snake oil salesman. But nowadays, in this day and age, it means somebody who is making stuff happen. Again, action on the end of the word indicated by So, what does the hustle look like? It looks like action. It looks like a lot of action. It looks like saying yes to opportunities that scare the crap out of you because you're not quite sure how you're going to pull it all off. And it also means being willing to go big and take risks. So, my dog is now screaming at me because he needs to go outside. I need to get back to a couple of things. And I need to start packing the car. This is an example of saying yes, although packing the car doesn't exactly count as hustle. Oh, I just got the coolest email. Oh, this is from Elaine thanking me for coming out last night and for just, being there for her students. This means a lot. This really means a lot. Not that somebody said thank you, but that the help that I was able to give was just needed. It makes me happy. One of the things that we love about Colorado is the fact that there is so much camping and so much to see out here. It is absolutely amazing, and I love the fact that Colorado makes it accessible. So one of the ways that we are able just to pack up and leave and to get to a campsite at 10 o'clock at night is to have a sleeper bed in the back of our car. Yeah. So we designed this thing. We built it a couple years ago. It packs down completely. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside because it fits in a closet, believe it or not. And it's all going to get laid out in here. And this is how we're going to sleep on our little camping trip. So I got to get busy and start assembling. So by the time I get done with all of this is going to be a sleeper bed for us to go camping in. Progress. So this is the frame. There's going to be a flat platform that goes on top here and then another one right there. Okay, you see these? This is the top of the bed. I know, right? How is that even possible? So this is why they're able to sit inside the closet because they're bundled up like a Jacob's ladder. And so when the other interior crossbars are laid out, they're about the same size of a package and these stand in my closet. Ta-da! One sleeper bed in your closet. And there it is. One platform. You can see how the Jacob's ladder lays out flat. And then there are two C clamps on the corner to keep it from sliding forward. So now I gotta make the bed and we'll go from there. And one sleeper bed. There it is. So there's gonna be pillows that go up there. I don't have them out yet just because pillows. And then what ends up happening is that we store our stuff underneath in here. And usually up in the front, which you can't see from here, we'll end up folding the bed back so that we can access the interior with stuff that's too big. And then at night, everything goes in the front seats. We fold everything down, go to sleep, and yeah, this is our sleeper bed. Yay. I've been working feverishly trying to get everything ready for tonight, for today. I'm just about finished. I need to pack the car and then, take a shower, then go get Robo. I'm only an hour and 15 minutes later than I was supposed to be. I had a lot of unexpected stuff to take care of in the kitchen. Just foods and stuff that I needed to put away so they didn't, go bad over the weekend. So, hey, Radar, you ready to go? You ready to go? You enjoying your perch back there in the sunshine? Yeah? My dog was so excited when he saw me packing all this stuff. He was just whining all afternoon. So, I'm going to get Robo and we're going to head out of here. The worst part about camping trips is when you have to grab a couple of extra things. Robo and I needed a couple of food items because we've been actually running low on dry goods, and then a frying pan because our last one that we have for camping just completely finally disintegrated. It was ancient and decrepit, so I had to get a new one of these, and that meant coming to Walmart, which is not my favorite place to shop just because it's very confusing all the time. So finally got everything done. Now I'm just waiting for Boogie to run back home because I forgot to pack the lantern.
I can't believe that time that I used a zip tie to hold the brakes together.
I do love Boogie when this thing opens up. Morning. So this is what I love about camping in Colorado. Mountains. So Robo and I decided to get out of Denver. We ended up having a pocket of time this weekend simply because as much as I've got a bunch of projects going on, as you all saw, yeah, there's nothing I can do about any of them right now. So, if you have a pocket of time to rest, go rest. And one of the ways that Robo and I rest best is getting outside, getting back to nature, getting out of the city and breathing fresh air, and just getting outside. And so, we came out to Turtle Rock Campground. And I think I know why it's called Turtle Rock. There's my boys! Raider, are you enjoying breakfast? Yeah, you got breakfast? Yum. I think that's the most breakfast you've ever eaten while we're camping. Hey, baby. I think, Robo.
I think it looks like a pretty good breakfast to me.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. We got eggs, Spam. Whoops, my phone's in the way. Fried muffins. We've got cornflakes, coffee, and a dog, and grapefruit. Yeah, everything we need to start a good day. Yum. Eat up. You ready?
Yep.
Radar. You ready? Yes, Mommy. Thanks, Turtle Rock. So here's the cool thing about camping with other people. They tell you tidbits. We found out from our neighbors this morning that if we continued on the road that led up from the campground, that we would go to a viewpoint that would allow us to see 12 of Colorado's 14ers, which will be really cool. So we're headed up there right now, and yeah. It dead ends, so it's gotta end somewhere. Wow.
Wow.
I betcha this is probably close to it. Do a panorama up here.
Right? I think I will, actually.
Okay, this is always one of the things that's interesting about Colorado roads. There's no guardrail, and the road just goes. But you get to see this. Oh, you see that over there? That's a cloud shadow on the mountain. So we've tootled around town, we've gotten something to eat, and now it's time to go do a very Colorado thing. Go hit a hot spring! Yeah. Okay, So this is a heck of a lot cooler than some of the other hot springs that we've been to. So in this one, the hot springs run alongside a creek. And so the hot water is on one side and then the cold creek is rolling on the other. And so you kind of make these little rock pools where you can kind of try and combine the hot water from one side and the cold water from the other to get the right temperature. So we've been here about 2.5 hours now.
Something like that.
We're thoroughly prunified, you know, pruny fingers. It's time to go back to our campsite and go get some food. Are you saying hi, Radar, or are you just being fluffy? Oh, so it's time for supper. Making plantains. Got Zatarans cooking there and some hot water. It's brewing some tea, and Bobo's busy Instagramming. Oh, good morning. So this is what the inside of our camper bed looks like when we're sleeping. Hi! Morning voice. And dusty morning voice. It's really been dusty up here. So yeah, this is the inside of sleeper bed. And this is towards the front of the car. Oh, look, there's Robo.
Hello.
Hey, hello.
I forgot my glasses.
Uh-oh. That's a big problem. Yeah, so that's how Robo gets in the car. Through that door. I get in via this door right here. So it requires pretzeling up a little bit, but it's doable. And then the headrests are usually like right here. We have to take them off so we can put our pillows there. And then in the front seat, that's where we put stuff. So like this is all food and stuff. Radar sleeps over there. I hope I'm aiming my camera right. And so yeah, this is what this looks like. It's tight. I mean, the bed's about the same width as, it's just a little bit bigger than a twin bed. So, you know, it's tight. Oops. The bed's a little bit wider than a twin bed, not by much. Thankfully, we have a little bit of space because of the way that the door opens up. The bed is as skinny as a twin bed in the dead center over the wheel well because of the way that the wheel wells are. But because of the height of the bed, we're able to feel like we have more space because part of the bed, the blankets can rest like on the top of the wheel wells. And then we have stuff stuffed, you know, in between because the bed platform is the same width all the way up and down the car. So if the car is wider, then we've got holes and stuff for packed goods and whatnot. And then, of course, under the bed is all of our storage. So, like right now, underneath the platform is our clothes. It's the camera bag. It's, what's some of the other stuff that's under there? The stove. Actually, the stove is waiting outside. We decided not to pack it, but, like, the dog food is under here. All of our cooking utensils are under here. And so, yeah, it's breakfast time. I gotta get up. Robo's getting up. He's making food. I'm hungry. And I gotta find my glasses, which I think are up in the dashboard up there. So that's the bedroll all rolled up. So this was laid out here. I'm now going to fold Jacob's ladder back so that we can get into what's stored underneath. See? Ta-da! Ready to head out?
Yeah.
Alright. So this is what the car looks like when it's packed. Radar. Radar. Well, that wasn't what I was asking you, but do you want to go? You may go? Yeah, should we go? So, before heading back to Denver, today's adventure is going to take us to St. Elmo, which is a ghost town. And I also like it because it's, you know, Elmo. I was a huge fan of, well, I still am a huge fan of the character from Sesame Street. So, it is a ghost town because this was a town a bunch of bajillion years ago. Not a bajillion. Years ago, when it was a mining town, but now that those metals are not needed anymore, it's empty. And so it's still on the map, technically. You know, you can find road signs to it, and I'm not certain if this is like one of the more popular ones to visit, simply because it's easier to get to. There's a lot of ghost towns throughout Colorado, but I think this one's easier to get to in comparison to some of the other ones. So we're gonna go check it out. go see what it's all about. The town hall and the jail in the back. Back there, that door. Come on, there we go. On the walls of the courthouse is some signs, or are some signs, that detail the history of this place. The first people that came up here in the 1880s. They were prospectors, and they were just looking for gold. They find it. They find silver ore in this place. The railroad decides to come up here because now there's a lot of people that want to get up here. It starts becoming profitable to run the railroad. The town reaches its peak of 2,000 people. 2,000 people in 1881. Because the railroad finally gets up here. So I guess everybody showed up here like in the 1870s. Sorry, remembering my words wrong. So the railroad comes up. They start trying to figure out how to get over these mountains that are here, because eventually this railroad line cuts a tunnel through the mountain, and the railroad line goes on to Gunnison. But then this really interesting thing happened. It got to be too expensive to maintain because they kept having to shut down the line during the winter. And so after a while, the railroad company decided it was too expensive to keep up, and so they pulled out. And when that happened, town starts to die. You pooped on me too, thanks. Yeah. Hello.